Sports Time Machine proudly presents the Eternal Baseball League, Season number 1. We bring the greatest franchises to Strat and Matic to find out who is number 1. It is opening day in Cincinnati as we bring you to Crosley Field, as it will be the Los Angeles Brooklyn Dodgers taking on the Cincinnati Reds. And hello everybody, welcome to Crosley Field here in Cincinnati. My name is the Sports Time Machine, and I'm going to bring you to the field for today's game between the Dodgers and the Reds at beautiful Crosley Field here in Cincinnati. Let's look at the lineups for today's game. First of all, for the visiting Dodger franchise, Jackie Robinson will be leading off at second. Pee Wee Reese gets the start at short. Roy Campanella is your catcher behind the plate. Duke Snider is batting fourth in center field. Pedro Guerrero in left field batting fifth. Steve Garvey is your designated hitter batting sixth. Carl Furillo batting seventh in right field. The third baseman is Ron Say, and the first baseman is Gil Hodges. On the mound, the left-hander of God, Sandy Koufax. Ladies and gentlemen, for your homestanding Cincinnati Reds, Vada Pinson leads it off. He's your designated hitter. Pete Rose batting second in right field. Joe Morgan batting third. He's your second baseman. Johnny Bench batting fourth. He's behind the plate. Batting fifth is the center fielder, Eric Davis. Batting sixth, the first baseman is Joey Votto. Batting seventh is the shortstop, Barry Larkin. Batting eighth is the left fielder, George Foster. Batting ninth, the third baseman is Tony Perez. On the mound for the homestanding Cincinnati Reds, Dolphe Luque. He'll be a pitcher of record today as the Cincinnati Reds take the field. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this will be a game where it will be computer manager versus computer manager. I did my best, hopefully, to set up each team and each franchise's bullpens, each rotations, lineups, so hopefully we'll have a fair ball game. So let's now get to the field for our opening action. We welcome you to the Eternal Baseball League, franchise versus franchise. On the mound is Dolphe Luque. He's 16-18 on the year, 2.63 ERA, 263 hits and 291 innings, 140 strikeouts and 78 walks, and only given up 7 home runs. And here he is, number 42, Jackie Robinson. He'll lead off for the Dodgers as he steps up to the plate for the first pitch of his ball game. Luque, the right-hander, looks into Robinson, gets the sign, and here's the first pitch. And Jackie Robinson smashes one in center field for a base hit. So Robinson with a base hit up the middle. He'll go to first base. So Robinson gets a leadoff base hit, and the franchise Eternal Baseball League is underway. So now here's Pee Wee Reese. This season he hit 309, 10 home runs, 69 RBIs. He's a right-handed hitter. He'll be swinging that way against a right-hander Luque. Jackie Robinson, excellent speed, is being held on by Joey Votto. Bench behind the plate, great arm. Puts the signs down for Luque. Luque looks in, gets the sign to Reese, and here's the first pitch. But Jackie Robinson steals second base. So Jackie Robinson gets the steal of second, and he's in there for the first stolen base of Eternal Baseball League history. So Jackie Robinson stands up, brushes himself on. He's on second base with nobody out. And now here's Pee Wee Reese. Now Reese with a runner in scoring position. Bench again puts down the sign. Luque looks in from the stretch, and here's the pitch to Reese. Does he lay down a bunt? I think he does. He does lay down a great bunt. Jackie Robinson heads to third and slides in as the throw to first gets the runner in time. And now here is Roy Campanella, a .312 hitter, 41 home runs, 142 runs batted in. He steps up, big catcher for these Dodgers. Runner on third, one out. The Reds are playing the infield back here in the top of the first inning. Welcome again to Crosley Field, home of the Cincinnati Reds, for this Eternal Baseball League opener between the Dodgers and the Reds. Of course, it must be opening day because the Cincinnati Reds are on the air. Bench puts down the sign. Luque looks down at Robinson. He's hopping off third. He may come down. There's the pitch to Campanella, And that is a ground ball to short. That should get the run in. Larkin is a one defensively. He picks it up, and I think he throws him out. My oh my. He had to get the ball off and throw it quickly. He does, and I think because Larkin was playing back, Robinson scooted home, and that will score the run. So it's 1-0 Los Angeles, and there's 2 outs here in the first. Now here's the center fielder, Duke Snider. 341, 40 homers, 130 runs batted in. Robinson, Snider, left-handed hitter here. Luque down 1-0, only giving up a base hit to Robinson. Stole second, went to third on a sack, and then scored on the ground ball to short. Bench puts down the sign. Dolphe Luque looks in. Here's the pitch to Duke Snider. Snider hits a fly ball to deep right field, but Pete Rose is going to be there. He's going to track it down, makes the catch, and that's it for the Dodgers in the first. With 1/2 inning of play, Dodgers won, and the Reds coming up the bat. So now let's set the Los Angeles Dodgers set up now. Let's see, we look at this team. Guerrero in left, Snider in center, Ferrillo in right, Say at third, Reese at short, Robinson at second, and Hodges at first. Campanella is behind the plate. On the mound, the left-hander of God, Sandy Koufax. He comes in this year 26-8, 2.04 ERA, 382 Ks, 336 innings. Not much more you can say about Sandy. Left-handed pitcher, one of the best of all time, takes on this red lineup of Pinson, Rose, and Morgan, followed by bench, Davis, and Votto, then Larkin, Foster, Perez. So Pinson leads off, looks in, Campanella flashes the sign to Koufax. Koufax looks in, here's the pitch, and that's going to be a double for Pinson. So Pinson leads off against Koufax, so no pitchers will go unscathed here. This one will go over Snider's head, and Vada Pinson will go in the second with a stand-up double. So a huge double for Vada Pinson. So he'll go in the second base with the double. Slides him again. He comes up in a nice pop-up slide. So he's on at second and nobody out. And now here is, that's right, the right fielder, Peter Edward Rose. Hit 348, 16 home runs, 82 runs batted in. Let's take a look at some of the we have here and see if we're going crazy here on speed. So let's go ahead and drop everything to 1 because I'm going to see if I can speed things up in a way and see if it will help things out a little bit. So now here's Rose. He's a switch hitter. He'll bat right against Koufax. There's that old story around how Pete Rose doesn't even hit his weight against Koufax. Campanella puts down the sign. Koufax looks in. Runner on second. Nobody out. And here's the pitch. Are they asking Rose to lay down a bunt? He does. He lays a bunt down. So Pinson scoots to third. So the National League playing small ball here. Rose is thrown out. And now here's little Joe Morgan. So Morgan comes up, back-to-back MVP seasons, 327, 17 homers, 94 RBIs. Lefty on lefty. Campanella sets the sign. Koufax from the stretch. Runner on third and 1 out. Here's the pitch to Morgan. That will be a ground ball to third. That should be deep enough. He hits it to say Pinson was on the run. He'll score, and he'll throw Morgan out, and we have a tie game. So quickly as that, we are tied at 1. Oh, he held him at third. Holy cow. Pinson was dancing off the bag. Say looked him back, and he held him there. So now it's up to Johnny Bench to come up, who absolutely really slaughters lefties here. 270 hitter, 31 home runs, 99 runs batted in, 2 outs in the first. Pinson still stuck at third. That's a question I'll be asked. Campanella puts down the sign, goes over to him. Koufax looks in. Here's the pitch to Johnny. That'll be a 3-5, and Johnny draws the walk. First and third, 2 outs. And now it leads up to Eric Davis. 293, 37 bombs, 100 ribbies. Davis, one of the great ball players of the generation. Unfortunately, injuries slowed him down so much. First and third, 2 outs. Reds trying to get on the scoreboard here. Campanella puts down the sign. Koufax working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Davis. 3-10 struck him out. And Sandy Koufax gets a big strikeout, and the Reds strand 2. We play 1-0 Dodgers. So now with Dolphe Luque back on the mound for the second inning of work, the Dodgers will send a Guerrero, Garvey, and Ferrillo. Guerrero to bat. He's coming off a .320 season, 33 homers, 87 runs batted in. Bench puts down the sign. Luque looks in. Here's the pitch to Pedro Guerrero. 2-8 ground ball to short. Larkin picks up with it. He gets it and throws a strike to Votto for out number 1. So now here's the first baseman, Stephen Garvey. 297, 33, 115. Gets the start today at DH. Anyone could have DH for these Dodger teams. Tommy Lasorda decided to play Garvey here in this situation. Bench puts down the sign. Lugue looks in, gets it. Here's the pitch to Garvey. And it's a 3-4, and it's a pop-up straight up in the infield. Barry Larkin is there. He closes his glove and makes the catch. 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. And now batting for the for the Dodgers, right fielder Carl Ferrillo. So Ferrillo will bat second with 2 outs here in the second. Ferrillo hit .294, 19 homers, 96 runs batted in. Boy, does he had an unbelievable career he had. He was the Reading Rifle, possessed one of the best strong throwing arms in baseball. Bench puts down the sign for him. Lugue looks in, and here's the pitch to Ferrillo. 5-6, and skies at the right field. Rose will come in under it. Rose waits, makes the catch, and the Dodgers go peacefully here in the second. Welcome to opening day at the Internal Baseball League here at Crosley Field. Dodgers 1, Reds 0. So Sandy Koufax comes up as he's finishing his warm-ups. He'll pitch to Votto, Larkin, and Foster. Votto the batter, .320 hitter, 36 home runs, 100 runs batted in. Campanella puts down the sign. Koufax lefty to lefty. Here's the pitch to him. And that is going to be a ground ball to short, picked up by Pee Wee Reese. Let's see if he comes up with it. He does. He throws him out, 1 away. Votto easily retired. So 1 out here in the first inning. Reese picks it up and throws a target right to Hodges. And now here's Barry Larkin, a .298 hitter, 33 homers, 89 RBIs. There's talk about maybe moving Larkin up in the lineup with Pinson leading off, but Pinson's a .343 hitter this season, so this Red team is really loaded offensively. Larkin, a smart right-handed hitter from Michigan area, Hall of Famer. If you look at this Red lineup right now, they have 1, 2, 3, 4 Hall of Famers, and they have a definite chance of getting Votto in, which would be 5. And of course, we're all waiting for Mr. Pete Rose to get in. Campanella puts down the sign. Koufax looks in. Hall of Fame matchup. Hall of Fame battery. Here's the pitch to Larkin. 6-7. That's a liner right to Pee Wee Reese. So Pee Wee Reese, that's a ground ball in the hole. Say picks it up, throws him out to Hodges, and that is 2 outs. Now here is George Foster, .320 hitter. His 52 home run season, 149 runs batted in. If you look at the Dodger lineup, you're looking at a team that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 starters are in the Hall of Fame. Campanella puts down the target. Koufax looks in. Here's the pitch to Foster. 3-7, and draws the walk. So Koufax wants to know where that one was. That is the second walk given up by Koufax. And now here's the young kid, third baseman Tony Perez. With the additions of Votto on this team, you can play a Tony Perez season at third base where he hit 40 home runs, hit .317, and be just fine. So Perez comes up, the young Cuban big hitter. Runner on first, 2 outs. Campanella sets the target. Koufax from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Perez. Perez on a 4-11 base hit center field. Perez gets it past Reese and Robinson. Foster has to hold, and there's 2 on and 2 out. So the Reds a chance again to trying to get a run on Sandy here. So now here is the leadoff hitter, Veda Pinson, doubled and was stranded at third base his first time up. So now Koufax from the stretch. Campanella pops down the signs. Koufax looks in. Here's the wheel and deal from Koufax. Fly ball center field. Perfect pitch from Koufax. Snyder will come in, make the catch, and the Reds will strand two more. We play two here at Crosley, 1-0 Los Angeles. Ladies and gentlemen, please hit your like. Please subscribe. Please hit the bell notifications as I will try and get a lot more of these baseball games in. This is just opening day for the Eternal Baseball League, franchise versus franchise. Here is Ron Say. He's the batter. Third baseman using his 1979 season, 28 homers, 81 RBIs. Bench puts down the sign. Dolphe looks in. Here's the pitch to Say, and that is going to be a walk to Say. So Say gets on. So that's the first walk by Luque. And now here's the first baseman. He can't be taken lightly. And that's Gil Hodges. He's batting ninth on this team, hitting 42 bombs, 130 RBIs. The difference is he hits lefties so much better that he's down in the lineup. But again, he has so much power regardless on this card of his. Bench puts down the target. Luque looks in. Say takes the lead. He's being held by Votto. And here's the pitch to Hodges. 5-4 ground ball to third. Let's see if that's going to be two. Perez fields it. Not a smooth fielder here, and he will turn the double play. Tony Perez comes up with it. Throws a strike to Morgan perfectly. Morgan had time, turns, throws out Hodges for the 5-4-3 double play. What a double play by the Cuban third baseman Perez. 2 outs here in the third, and here's Jackie Robinson. 1-for-1, scored a lone run so far. Politely gets an applause from this Crosley Field audience. Bench puts down the target. Luque looks in. Here's the pitch to Jackie Robinson. 4-10, that's a ground ball to the shortstop. Larkin's got it. He knows he's got to hurry. He picks it up. One shortstop throws out the other, and the Dodgers are done in the third. Let's go to the bottom of the third. Dodgers 1, Reds nothing. So Sandy Koufax comes back out. So far in 2 innings, 2 hits, and 2 walks. So 4 base runners. So Koufax has been far from perfect. It'll be Rose, Morgan, and Bench. Switch left-right to bat against the left-hander of God. Rose the batter. Rose sacrificed bunt his first time up. We've seen 2 sacrifices here in the first, so far, but the first 14 outs of this ball game, or first 15 outs of this ball game. So both teams playing small ball. Campanella puts down the sign. Koufax looks in. Here's the big windup to Pete Rose. And that's going to be a single to center field. So Koufax gives up base hit number 3. This one will go through. Rose stops at first. Doesn't have a lot of speed. And he'll be held on by Hodges. So now Morgan comes up. He grounded out his first time up. He pumps his wrist. He gets in. Lefty on lefty. Koufax in a little bit of trouble here. Opening day, Crosley Field, Eternal Baseball League. Franchise versus franchise. Dodgers and the Reds. Campanella puts down the target. Koufax from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Morgan. And that's going to be a walk to Morgan. And he walks. And that, folks, is 3 walks from Koufax and 3 hits. That is 6 base runners and 2+ for Sandy. So now here is Johnny Bench, the Bingham Bomber. He comes up the bat, a 31 home run season, loves it, some lefties. So this is going to be a tough situation for Koufax. 2 on, nobody out. Campanella sets the target. Koufax from the stretch. Here's the pitch from Johnny Bench. And that is going to be a line drive. It's up the middle. It just gets past Reese. Oh my, Robinson cannot come up with it. Rose will go to third, and that is a base hit. He just gets through. 1-6 was a single and got the friendly 6. So now the Reds have the bases loaded and nobody out for the very dangerous center fielder Eric Davis. Struck out his first time up. Koufax in the most trouble he's been all game long. 4 hits for the Reds, 3 walks, 7 base runners. Reds have the bases loaded, have already stranded 4. Campanella goes out and talks to Koufax. And he gets back behind the plate and puts the tools of ignorance back on. Campanella gives the sign to Sandy. Sandy from the stretch. The wheel and deal to Koufax. 5-10, ground ball to third. Let's see what Ron Say does with it. That's a great play. Let's see if he turns two and goes home with it. Is that going to be a 5-2-3 double play and gets him out of this? Let's see. Say picks it up, or did he go the short way? Let's see what happens. And he goes the short way. So he goes Say, Robinson, the Hodges, and the run scores. Rose scores. No run batted in. You should know that as a kid growing up. You ground into a double play, you are punished, and you do not get the run batted in. It's now a 1-1 score. Morgan at third and 2 out. So Sandy gets 2, but gives up a run in the process. It was over to Say's left. He could not come home with it. He goes the short way. Then Robinson with a big deal makes a strong throw and gets a speedy Eric Davis for the double play. So now here's Votto. He's 0 for 1 in the ballgame. We're tied at 1. Campanella sets the target. Koufax looks in. Here's the pitch to Votto. And that's going to be a fly ball left field. That's Pedro. That could be tough. Let's see what kind of play Pedro will make. He's going to come in on it and makes the catch. So Guerrero with a nice catch. And Sandy Koufax gets out of this inning, only gives up a run. Another one is stranded, but at the end of 3, 1-1 is your score. Dodgers 1 run on 1 hit. The Cincinnati Reds 1 run on 4 hits as we head to the 4th here at Crosley Field. So the Dodgers will send up Reese, Campaneris, and Snyder against Dolphe, Luque here in the 4th. Reese sacrificed bunt his first time up, so did not have an official at bat. Bench puts down the sign. Lugue looks in. Now with a tie ball game, here's the pitch to Pee Wee Reese. 3-7, he draws the walk. So Pee Wee's on with a walk. He'll take first base with Roy Campanella up. He hit a ground ball that resulted into an RBI his first time up. Reese being held by Votto. Reese doesn't have great speed. Campanella's not going to bunch you over. So this is going to be a strong at-bat between a good fastball pitcher in Lugue and a great fastball hitter in Roy Campanella. Bench puts down the target. Lugue from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Campy. 4-8 struck him out. So Roy Campanella, strikeout victim for Dolphe Lugue. That was his first of the season. 1 out here in the 4th. That brings up the Duke. Duke Snyder, the Duke of Flatbush. You'll see them when the Dodgers open up Ebbets Field. I'm sure he's made a name for himself there. So Duke comes up 0 for 1. They'll probably be splitting time between Ebbets Field and Dodger Stadium. Bench puts down the sign. Lugue looks in. Here's the pitch to Snyder. 2-5 struck him out. Dolphe Lugue with 2 strikeouts in a row. So now here is the left fielder, Pedro Guerrero. Guerrero the batter. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. So Guerrero steps up. Oh my, what a ball game here. Top of the 4th, 1-1 score. Dodgers with 1 hit, the Reds with 4. Both teams with a run here. Bench puts down the target. Lugue from the stretch. Reese taking a lead off first. Here's the pitch to Guerrero. 2-11 ground ball to short. Larkin's got in front of him, flips to Morgan. Boy, is that a combination. Makes the play, and the Dodgers are done in the 4th. Let's go to the bottom of the 4th. Here at Crosley Field, it's the Reds 1 and the Dodgers 1. So Sandy Koufax coming up, finishing his warm-up pitches. He'll pitch to Larkin, Foster, and Perez here. Campanella puts down the sign. Koufax looks in. He needs it a 1-2-3 inning here. Here's the pitch to Larkin. Larkin, he swung out. Ball 4. Ground ball to short. Reese has got it. Another shortstop will throw out a shortstop. So Hall of Famer throws out Hall of Famer. Here is now the left fielder, George Foster. He walked his first time up, so Koufax gets a big out. He was behind 3-1 on the batter, but he ended up getting a perfect pitch, and I think he swung out ball 4 there. Campanella puts down the sign. Koufax looks in. Here's the big pitch to Foster. Foster gets a line drive. Oh, what a play. Who makes this play? I think it was Say going to his left, and I think he got it. What a play by Say. Oh my, won the 15 single and got the 16. So Say went down and got it and made a nice play. So that's a 2 outs, and now here is Tony Perez, 1 for 1, singled his first time up. Campanella sets the sign. Koufax looks in. Gets it. Here's the pitch to Perez. 6-10. Fly ball center field. Snyder should get this. That's a fairly easy play. Makes the catch. And the Reds are down the 4. So Koufax gets a 1-2-3 inning. We're headed to the 5th here in Crosley Field. It's 1-1's your score. Internal Baseball League here as we play Stratomatic. Here, Sports Time Machine presents. So here in the 5th inning, 1-1's your score. LA 1 run on 1 hit, while the Reds are 1 run on 4 hits. Garvey will be fouled by Furillo and Say, right against the right-hander, Luque. So Bench puts down the sign, Luque looks in. Here's the pitch to Garvey. 3-7 base hit. Garvey found that lone single there. So Garvey ropes it to the hole between right and short. Foster picks it up and throws it in, and the Dodgers get base hit number 2. So now let's see what they do with Carl Furillo. He flied out his first time up. He'll be followed by Say and Hodges. No holes in his Dodger lineup, let me tell you. No near other Reds either. These are probably 2 of your more competitive lineups. Bench puts down the sign. Luque looks in. Runner on first. Infield playing, looking for a sacrifice. That's kind of weird. That's how you do it. But it's going to be a hit and run, I think. It's going to be a line drive base hit. How about that? I think it was a hit and run. Garvey can go to third and does. So how about that? The Dodgers play some hit and run, and it allows Garvey to get the extra base. So now first and third, nobody out, and here is Ron Say. So Say the batter. He walked his first time up. The Reds are going to bring the infield in. We have a classic pitcher's duel. You never know when you're going to need it out. So they're going to try to cut Garvey off. He tries to run. Bench puts down the sign. Luque looks in. First and third, nobody out. Here's the pitch to Say, and that will be a 1-4 fly ball shallow center. This will be Davis. The run should be about a 1-13 going home. Let's see if Davis will need to chuck him. Let's see. He got it. Let's see if he makes the play. Does he send him? It will be the question. 1-13 Garvey. No, he does not send him. So the third base coach tells Garvey to hold it there. Davis makes a strong throw. And now with first and third with 1 out, here's the first baseman, Gil Hodges. So Hodges the batter. Look at all that power on that man's card. This could be an interesting situation. Can Luque get the big out? He needs a pop-up or strikeout here. Bench puts down the sign. He gets up from the crouch and goes out and talks to him. The umpire comes out and kind of warns him, but Bench gets up back behind the plate. Luque looks in from the stretch. First and third, 1 out, pitch to Hodges. That would be a 3-7 and walks him. And Luque looks right at the umpire and wants to know where that one was. That's his third walk. Bases loaded, 1 out for Mr. Jackie Robinson. 1 for 2, runs scored. Single back in the first. The Reds are going to play the corners in, so Larkin and Morgan looking for a double play. Perez and Votto will come home if anything hit at him. Bench puts down the target. Luque looks in from the stretch. Bases loaded, 1 out, pitch to Jackie Robinson. 3-8, shallow left field. Oh, those base hits there, they did not count. Foster is going to get this, but that's going to add up. That's going to add 1 to Garvey. So now it's a 1-15 for Garvey to score. Let's see if Garvey goes on Foster. There's going to be 2 outs. Garvey tags the throw, and no, again the third base coach not aggressive in sending Garvey. So now 2 outs here in the 5th. Dodger fans are going, oh, Nelly, as they listen to their favorite Red Barber and Vin Scully. Pee Wee Reese, the batter, 0 for 0 so far. He's had a sacrifice bunt, and he's walked. Let's see if Luque can get the big pitch he needs. 2 outs in the 5th of a 1-1 score. Bench puts down the target. Dolphe Luque looks in from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Reese. 2-4 and draws the walk. And Luque is coming in on the home plate umpire, and he's going to get tossed if he's not careful. That is the 4th walk given up. It is now 2-1 Los Angeles. 2-1 Dodger franchise. And that was who? Guess who? Joe West. So Joe West, Country Joe West they call him. He makes the team. He calls for the sign, and Luque and West are jawing at it. And boy, he's giving him, because it's a franchise league, he's giving him the chance to walk his way out of this. Here's Campy. The Dodgers now have a chance to really blow this open on a big hit. Let's see what happens. Bench puts down the sign. Dolphe working from the stretch. He does not look happy out there. Pitch to Campanella. Walked him. Uh-oh, this time he went outside. And Luque knows that he doesn't even look at Joe West this time. Another run scores. And it's now 3-1 Dodgers. So back-to-back bases loaded walks, and it brings up the Duke of Flatbush, Duke Snider. 3-1 Dodgers here in the 5th with 2 outs. Bench puts down the sign. Dolphe looking, he's lost it, I think. He's from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Snider. 6-5 base hit for Snider. That might knock into. Hodges scores. Here comes Pee Wee Reese. He'll come around the score. Campanella at 3rd. And the Dodgers lead at 5-1. Oh, Nelly, a 2-run single for the Duke of Flatbush. And now here's Pedro Guerrero. Then now the red bullpen is really up. You see it down the left field line. Not sure who that is, but he looks like he may be coming in sooner than later. Bench puts down the sign. Luque looks in from the stretch. 1st and 3rd, 2 outs, 5-1 Reds. The pitch, 2-8, ground ball to short. Larkin's got this one, flips it to Morgan, and that ends the inning. But the Dodgers get 4 in the 5th. 2 on bases loaded walks. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 5-1 Dodgers. And boy, you've given a pit bull raw meat. You've given Sandy Koufax a 4-run lead entering an inning. Let's see what Sandy does here to the top of this red lineup. He's doubled and flied out. Campanella puts down the target. Koufax looks in. Here's the pitch to Pinson. And that's going to be a struck him out looking. Koufax dropped the 12-6er at him. 1 out in the 5th. He now brings up Rose. 1-for-1, single back in the 3rd. Campanella puts down the target. Koufax nods. Here's the pitch to Pete Rose. 5-5, and yeah, struck him out. Rose could not get around on it. What is Sandy doing with a 4-run lead? Back-to-back strikeouts. And now here's Morgan. So far in the ball game, he's grounded out, and he's walked back in the 3rd inning. Campanella puts down the target. Koufax looks in. Here's the pitch to Morgan. And that, folks, is a ground ball to short. Picks up by Reese. He picks up with it, throws him out, and ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, go to Reds. We go to the 6th inning. It's 5-1 Dodgers. So Dolphe comes back out and pitches for the Reds here in the 6th. He's not coming out of there. He did not say anything to Joe West when he came out there. So far, Luque threw 5 innings, giving up 4 hits and 5 walks. What the heck? Bench puts down the target. Luque looks in. Here's the pitch to Garvey. 6-6 and base hit Garvey through the left side. And Luque knows now that the Dodgers are definitely zeroing in on him. That's the 5th hit. And now here's Ferrello, 1-for-2 with a hit. Bench puts down the sign. Luque looks in. Runner on first, nobody out. Pitch to him. And that is going to be a little looper. Makes the catch. Nice catch made by Eric the Red. So Eric Davis came in, made a nice play. Garvey back to first. And there's 1 out here in the visiting 6th. So now here's the 3rd baseman, Ron Say. Say, so far in the ball game, is walked and flied out, so he's officially 0-for-1. Bench puts down the sign. Dolphe looks in with a runner on first and 1 out. Here's the pitch to Say. 4-9, and got him on the inside corner. Say walks away as Joe West rings him up. 2 outs here in the 6th. Brings up Gil Hodges. He's ground out to double play, and he has walked. Bench puts down the sign. Dolphe looks in. Runner on first and 2 out. Pitch to Hodges. to a base at center field for Gil Hodges. That's going to go up the middle. Garvey's going to hold right there, and the Dodgers got 2 on and 2 outs again. Base hit number 6 for the Dodgers. So now here's Jackie Robinson. He's 1 for 3. He led the ball game off the single and scored. But so far, with a 4-run lead, let's see what the Reds do. Bench puts down the target. Luque working from the stretch. Here's no. Are they going to go to pitcher? Yes, they have taken the ball from Dolphe Luque after 5 2/3. So they're going to bring in Joe Nuxhall in. 217 innings, 194 hits. So he's going to come in and be the Reds' new pitcher, as Jackie Robinson usually likes righties a lot better. So this is a good move if Nuxhall can get the pitch he needs. Bench puts down the target here. Joe Nuxhall looks in. Here's the pitch to Robinson. 6-7 fly ball center field. Nice managing by the Red skipper, Sparky Anderson. Davis is going to come in, makes the catch, and the Los Angeles and the Dodger franchise, Los Angeles or Brooklyn, whatever you want to call them, they still lead the Reds by the score of 5-1. So Koufax works out here in the 6th inning. He has so far in 5 innings given up 4 hits, 3 walks, and he struck out 3. He'll pitch the bench, Davis and Votto, a very dangerous Reds lineup here. Campanella puts down the target, flashes the signs. Koufax nods. Here's the pitch to Johnny Bench. 3-5 and walked him. So Koufax has now walked 4. Boy, Joe West has a small strike zone for these superstars. Here is the center fielder, Eric Davis. So runner on first, only a 4-run lead. These franchise teams can score and score in a hurry. Campanella puts down the sign. Koufax looks in. Here's the pitch to Eric Davis. 1-9 and walks him. So Koufax has walked his 5th. First and second, nobody out. And now here is Joey Votto. So Votto the batter. 2 on and nobody out. The Reds can easily get back in this with 1 blow. Koufax now working from the stretch. Campanella puts down the sign. Koufax looks in. Here's the pitch to Votto. 2-6 popped it straight up. That went really high. Robinson calls everyone off, calls Pee-wee off, calls Gil off, and Robinson makes the catch for 1 away. Big play from Jackie Robinson. So Robinson with a big first out here. And now the Reds will send up shortstop Barry Larkin. He's a tough hitter in this situation. He's grounded out twice. Campy puts down the sign. Koufax from the stretch. 2 on, 1 out. Pitch to Larkin. 2-6, and that's a base hit for Larkin. Base hit number 5. Bench had to wait for a second. Will go to third. He will not go anywhere. And the Reds have potentially brought the tying runner to the plate. 1 out in the 6th inning for a guy named George. He's walked and grounded out, officially 0 for 1. Koufax looking from the stretch. He looks like he's really having issues out there. 5 hits and 5 walks so far in this ball game. Campanella puts down the sign. Koufax working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Foster. Strike him out. Foster's down on strikes. The left hand of God gets strikeout number 4. So now here is Tony Perez. Comes up. He has singled and flied out. Koufax looking to get the biggest out right now of this young season. Campanella puts down the sign for him. Koufax looks in. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Koufax. 2-2 fly ball. Deep left field. Guerrero, it's back to the track, but runs out of real estate as Guerrero puts the glove up, makes the catch. If Perez had a few more feet or hit it more on the trademark, this game is tied. But Koufax gets out of the inning and leaves the bases loaded of Reds. We played 6, 5-1 Dodgers. So now we go to the 7th inning. Let's go over some stats. I think this is going to look really interesting. Dodgers 5 runs on 6 hits, while the Reds 1 run on 5 hits. Koufax has pitched 6, 5 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 5 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Dolphe went 5 2/3, 6 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned, 5 walks, and they were all big. 3 strikeouts. Nuxall pitched out 1/3 inning. The Reds have left 8 on base. The Dodgers have left 5. So both teams leaving opportunities out here in Crosley Field. We go to the 7th. Dodger franchise lead it by 4. So now Pee Wee Reese, Campanella, and Snyder, guys who really like to see some lefties, will be up. So Reese the batter. Bench puts down the target. Nuxall looks in. Here's the pitch to Reese. 5-11, fly ball left field. Very well done. Foster will come in on it, makes the catch, and you got 1 out here in the 7th inning. So now here it brings up the big catcher, Roy Campanella. So Campy comes in. This was Pee Wee's first at bat of the game, as he had sacrificed bunt and walked twice in the ball game. So that was his first official out. So far, Campy in the ball game is 0 for 2, and he has 2 RBI. He had a ground out in the first and a ribby bases loaded walk in the 5th. So Campy steps up. Bench puts down the sign. Nuxall looks in. Here's the pitch to Campy. 5-4, ground ball to 3rd. That's Perez. He comes up with it. That's always going to be a venture for Pete. At this time, it goes in the dirt. He threw one in the dirt of Votto, who kicked up at it, and Campanella will beat it out. So that looks like that will be an E5 on Tony. So runner on first and 1 out. First error of the season goes to Tony Perez. So now here's Duke Snyder. Ooh, this is a situation the Dodgers can see a pinch hitter for. Snyder, a much better hitter against right-handed pitching. The lefty Nuxall in the ball game. Bench puts down the target. Nuxall working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Snyder. 3-4, struck him out. Boy, Snyder just looked very much out of place there. 2 outs in the 7th, and here's Petey Guerrero. Guerrero has grounded out 3 times, officially 0 for 3. Bench puts down the target. Nuxall working from the stretch. Runner on first and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. 3-9, and walked him. So Nuxall walks him, and Nuxall kind of walks off the mound a little bit. Gets the ball back from Bench. First and second, 2 outs for Garvey. Garvey, another hitter who prefers the right-handed pitching variation. He's 2 for 3. Hits in the 5th and 6th inning. He's been involved in these Dodger rallies. Bench puts down the target. Nuxall first and second, 2 outs, and the pitch. That'll be a 3-9 ground ball to short. They've had these before. Picked up by Larkin, flips it to Morgan, and we go to the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. As it's lost, it is the Dodger franchise 5, the Reds 1. So Sandy Koufax comes out for his 7th inning of work. The Reds have sent 27 batters to the plate. Veda Pinson comes up for his 4th time here in the 7th inning. Sandy has been less than perfect. 6 innings, 5 hits, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts. Campanella puts the sign down. Koufax takes a deep breath. Here's the pitch to Pinson. That'll be a 6-10 fly ball in the center field. Snyder comes in on it and makes the catch, and there's 1 away. That was a shallow fly ball. Duke, you can hear the sings of Duke in the background. He came in and made the catch. 1 out here in the 7th. Crosley Field is the action. Cincinnati, your normal opening day of baseball. So we're here, opening day of the Internal Baseball League. The franchise Dodgers lead by 4, 5-1 as we go to the 7th inning stretch. So bottom of the 7th with 1 out. Here is Rose. Rose is 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. And he also added a sac bunt. Campanella puts down the target. Koufax looks in. Here's the pitch to Pete Rose. 4-10. That's a ground ball up the middle. Pee Wee's going to come up with it. Let's see if he does. No, that's to his right. He's not going to come up with it. Pete's going to come up with it and beat the throw. Reese double corked his arm, and he tried to make the strong throw, but unfortunately Pete Rose beat it out. The hustle, the big hustle machine he is. You don't give the Reds an opportunity here. Runner on first and 1 out. That goes as an infield hit. Here's Morgan. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. So Morgan comes up, pumps those arms and wrists. He gets in there, always a smile on his face. He's so serious. Campanella puts the sign down. Koufax, lefty to lefty matchup. Here's the pitch from Koufax. And Morgan hits a rip, but it's a line drive. That will go straight at Jackie Robinson. Rose back to the bag, and there's 2 outs. So now here's JB, Johnny Bench. He's walked twice in single. He's officially 1 for 1. Big situation for the Reds here and see if they can get back in this. Campanella puts down the target. Koufax nods. He's working from the stretch. He goes to his waist, and here's the pitch to Johnny Bench. 1-6, and that ball is gone. Bench lots one to deep left center field. Duke Snider is going to go back, way back, back. And that ball is out of here. It's gone. The Reds franchise just hits a huge home run. They get back by 2, and it's 5-3 Dodgers. So Bench hits the first home run of the franchise Eternal League. He now leads the league with his 1 home run. So Bench gets the high fives. The Reds are now in this ball game now. Here's Eric the Red with 2 outs in the 7th. Campanella puts down the target. Sandy Koufax not having his great self so far. Koufax looks in, gets the windup, pitch to Davis. 1-6, and that ball is gone. Davis matches one back. And that will go deep to left field. Guerrero will look back. See you later. It is gone. So Eric Davis back-to-back bombs as Davis crosses home plate. Votto gives him a high five, and all of a sudden we have a 5-4 ball game. So now here's Votto. Votto the batter. Koufax now. Oh my, back-to-back jacks to Davis. Bench and Davis. The Dodgers within a run, 2 outs in the 7th. Campanella puts down the sign. Koufax looks in. Here's the pitch to Votto. 3-6 and walked him. Boy, Koufax, I think, has lost a lot out there. He's given up 8 hits and 6 walks so far. So now here's Barry Larkin. Larkin definitely able to hit home runs off anybody. Can make this a brand new ball game and take the lead even. What will they do with Sandy out there? 2 outs in the 7th. Campanella looks down, puts the sign down. Koufax from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Larkin. 4-11 base hit center field. Oh my! Pass Reese, pass Robinson. Votto will stop at second, and he's there. Reds now with the tying run at second. Larkin the go-ahead runner at first, and here's Foster. This is where they can maybe use a righty now. 2 out to the 7th, 5-4 Dodger franchise. Campanella puts down the sign for him, looks back in the dugout, wondering if the Dodgers will make a move. Koufax from the stretch. Nope, they're going to go for him, and yes, they'll bring in Jonathan Broxton. So Broxton will come in. They take the ball from Koufax, 6 2/3. So Broxton comes in, 4 1/3 saves, 2.59. He's a hard fastball pitcher. So now it'll be the hard stuff of Broxton and the fastball hitting of Foster. You'll see which one will be met. Campanella goes out and talks to his new pitcher. He puts the sign down. Broxton looks in from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Foster. 2-10 ground ball at the middle. Reese has it, pops it to Robinson, gets him, and that will end the 7th. We go to the 8th. 5-4 Dodgers. 5 runs on 6 hits for the Reds, while the Dodgers are 4 runs on 9 hits, and they have the lone error. So now in the 8th inning, Ferrillo, Say, and Hodges against Joe Nuxhall, who has quieted the storm out there. Bench puts down the sign. Righty, lefty pitcher, righty hitter. Nuxhall the big windup and pitch to Ferrillo. And that's a ground ball to third. Perez got it. He knows he has time. He scoops and throws the Votto for out number 1. So now here is Ron Say. Here's a guy really loves and mashes left-handers. So this is a situation the Reds got to be careful about. Bench puts down the target. Nuxhall stays in the game. Sparky Anderson on that step if he wants to make the move. Pitch to Say. And that is a line drive base hit. Say gets the first hit. He is 1 for 3. That goes through the left side. Foster picks it up. And now the Dodger franchise will look to tack on some insurance And it's Gil Hodges, the batter. He's ground to a double play, walked and singled. Bench puts down the sign, knucks off from the stretch. Looking in, runner on first and one out, pitch to Hodges. 4-12, ground ball to first. Let's see if Votto can turn two. Votto's got one, and he goes. Oh, I don't know if he got the double play or not. It's a rare play. Let's see if the rare play turns into a double play. Yes, it is. Oh, he called an interference. Oh, my goodness. So Joey Votto got in the way, and he says he's out, and that was the automatic double play. So you call that 3-6-3. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning here in Crosley Field. That's 5-4 Dodgers. So now it's Perez, Pinson, and Rose about against the big right-hander Broxton. Broxton got the big out he needed last inning, but now he continues. Dodgers will rely on a closer by the name of Eric Gagne. If he comes in, it is game over. Campanella puts down the target. Broxton looks in. Here's the pitch to Perez. That'll be 3-8 and walked him. So the Reds try not to get the Gagne. They're going to try to score here and maybe get their own closer out there for the 9th. So now here's Veda Pinson. 1 for 4, the double. Doubled back way back in the first inning. Campanella puts down the target. Broxton from the stretch. Runner on first, nobody out. 5-4 Los Angeles. And they're going to bring in a left-hander by the name of Steve Howe. So the Dodgers definitely want to keep things where they're at. So they bring in Howe. 69 innings, 55 hits, 1.44 ERA. Has unbelievable stuff. Nothing stuff against lefties. Let's see if the Reds keep Pinson out there or do they stay with him. Campanella puts down the target. Howe working from the stretch. Perez being held on at first. Here's the pitch. And the Reds will, let's see what they'll do. And a pinch runner. So Ken Griffey will come out. He'll run for Tony Perez. So Griffey will be the new pinch runner. Why would he do this? Steve Howe's a -6. Campanella's a -4. If you're going to get a good run now, Griffey had to be there. But I guess they want a fast man on the base pass in case Pinson hits a gapper. Campanella puts down the sign. Howe working from the stretch. Runner on first, nobody out. Here's the pitch to Pinson. 3-5 base hit Pinson. He takes Howe and drives to the right field. Griffey hits second. He'll try for third and makes it no problem. So the Reds with a possible tying run at third, Pinson at first, and it brings up, oh yeah, Mr. Pete Rose. Singles in the 3rd and 7th. He's 2 for 3 in the ball game. First and third, no outs, 5-4 Dodger franchise. Reds on the cusp of tying this. Campanella puts down the target. Howe working from the stretch, first and third, and they will bring in Tachiato Sato. So the Dodgers are going through this pitching staff of theirs. It's opening day, but they're bringing everyone out there. Sato will come in. He was 2-1, 39 saves, 1.40 ERA, 33 hits in 64 innings. So Campanella puts down the sign for him. Sato looks in for first and third, nobody out. Here's a pitch to Rose. 5-8 ground ball second. The infield is in. Any bullet will result in a run. That's a bullet. Base hit. I think it got past the second baseman Robinson. Rose hit a bullet up the middle. Gets off Robinson's glove. The runner scores. And it's 5-5. Pinson takes third. And the Reds are 90 feet away from coming all the way back and taking the lead. The Dodgers went up 5-1 in the bottom half of this 5th inning, and now the Reds have now tied it, and it brings up Morgan 0 for 3 of the walk. First and third, infield is in. Campanella puts down the sign. Saito looks in from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Morgan. 2-8 shallow center field. This is going to be interesting. Snyder has a gun. It'll be a -1. So Pinson on a 16 to put him ahead. Does Pinson try to score? The aggressive, let's see, does he put the aggressive sign on? Here we go. Let's go. Got him at the plate. It's a double play. 8-2. Holy cow. A 1-16 and you're safe. and stay through the 17 at him. So Snyder throws a strike. Campanella blocked the plate, and he was done. So 2 outs in the 8th of a tie game. Bench is 2 for 2. Single in the 3rd, home run in the 7th, both against Koufax. Campanella puts down the sign. Saito working from the stretch. Runner on second, 2 outs. Pitch to bench, 6-11, fly ball right field. Furillo should make this play, and no, he does not. It popped out of the glove. Rose was going on the pitch. There were 2 outs. He picks it up. He throws it home. Not in time. The Reds get a gift run. The Reds get a gift run. Santa Claus comes early opening day here as it's 6-5 Reds. Unbelievable. So now Eric Davis comes up, runner on second, 2 outs, and the Reds are just scored an unbelievable run, a gift run. So now here is Eric the Red, 1 for 3 with a home run. Campanella sets the sign. Reds closer will come in. Not sure who the Reds will depend on. Saito works in. Here's the pitch to Davis. And that's going to be a strikeout out. Eric Davis strikes out, and we go to the 9th. But it will be Joe Nuxall. He'll come in at least and pitch to the first batter here. The first hit he gives up or walk, he will be officially tired. And then the Reds will probably go to their bullpen here. 6-5 Reds in the 9th on a gift error by Carl Furillo. So now here is Robinson. 1 for 4. Bench puts down the sign. Nuxall looks in. Here's the pitch to Jockey Robinson. And that is going to be a base hit. It's in the gap. Jockey Robinson is in the gap. Davis cannot get it. He's going to have to chase after it. Robinson around second. Look at that speed from Jockey Robinson. He'll go to third, sliding, and he's in there. Oh, doctor, a 25% triple, and Jockey Robinson nailed the triple. Unbelievable, and that means the Reds will have to bring a new pitcher in, and Pee Wee Reese will now come up. Runner on third. Let's see who they send up. It could be Chapman. Let's see if they do. Who will they call? No, he pitches to him. 6-4 fly ball center field. Eric Davis, they need an F3 here, and they get the F2. So Reese, fly ball center field. Davis trying to come in and make the catch, but Robinson too fast. He comes home without even much of a throw, and we are tied here at 6. So just as the Reds got the gift, Jockey Robinson leads off the 9th with a triple and scores on the sac fly. It is a 6-6 ball game as we head now with 1 out in the 9th. Roy Campanella, the batter, against Nuxall. Bench puts down the sign. Nuxall from the windup now. Here's the pitch. That'll be a 5-3 back to the pitcher. Nuxall, does he get him? Picks it up, and yes! Oh, what a play. Votto dug it out. Nuxall caught through a knuckleball at him, and Votto got it out of the dirt and made a great play. 2 outs in the 9th for Duke Snyder. What will happen here? I don't see Nuxall coming out of the game, and I can see a pinch hitter. Let's see if the Dodgers pick up a pinch hitter here. Bench puts up the sign. Nuxall looks in. Here's the pitch. And that'll be a 2-8. Struck him out, and Nuxall gets a big strikeout. Stays in the game tired. And we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. This will be, I believe, a foul ball. So wait for a foul ball to come back, and then they'll have the strikeout as a graphic. So we'll be right back with this as the animation will take a second here. My goodness, what a ball game we have here. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th inning, and we have, yes, a tie ball game. Holy cow. We'll have a tie ball game here in the bottom of the 9th inning. So let's see what happens here. We'll just wait for the situation here. Oh, the Reds come up. Okay. So the Reds will send up. The Reds will send up Joey Votto here. So it'll be Votto, Larkin, Foster, and Saito will stay in for the Dodger franchise. The Dodgers 6-8-1, the Reds 6-11-1. So Campanella puts down the sign, Saito for the windup. Here's the pitch to Votto, and he line drive third base, one away. So Say with the great play, one away. So now here's Barry Larkin, 2 for 4 in the ball game. He had singles back in the 6th and 7th inning. Campanella puts down the sign. Saito looks on. Here's the pitch to Larkin. 4-6, struck him out, 2 away. Saito absolutely has nothing against right-handed pitching. Here is Foster. 2 outs. Foster has so far 0 for 3. He walked back in the 2nd, struck out and grounded out twice. Campanella puts down the target. Saito looks on. Here's the pitch to Foster. And that's going to be a strikeout for Saito. So Saito, in his 2 innings of work, strikes out 3. So now we have free baseball. The Dodger franchise, 6 runs on 8 hits and 1 error. The Reds, 6 runs on 11 hits and 1 error. So now it'll be Guerrero, Garvey, and Ferrillo against Nuxall for right now. Stays in this ball game. Bench puts down the sign. Nuxall looks in. Lefty-righty matchup. Pitch to him. That'll be that's a base hit. That's a tired hit off Nuxall. Let's see if that makes the change now. Guerrero will take first base, and here comes Garvey. Garvey's 2 for 4 with 2 hits. Bench puts down the sign. Nuxall working from the stretch. They're going to keep him in there, though. Pitch to him, and that's a 6-8. That's a double play. Larkin's got it. Goes to second to Morgan. 2. Votto and gets 2 for the price of 1. So here's Carl Ferrillo. 1 for 4, the run scored. Bench puts down the sign. Nuxall looks in. Here's the pitch to Ferrillo. 2-8, deep drive, left field. Ferrillo, but that ball's going to die in the left field alley there. Foster will come up with it, makes the catch, and we go to the bottom of the 10th inning with the score. Dodgers 6 and the Reds 6. And we go free baseball, extra innings, as there you see it, Kenley Jansen will come in. So Jansen coming off an unbelievable season. Talk about having a riches of teams. Here's Heine Groh. He came into play third base when Perez came out. Groh, a 298 hitter, no home runs, 49 RBIs. Right-handed hitter against Jansen. He has a cutter like Mo when he has his game on. Campanella puts down the sign. Jansen look in with a fastball to Groh. And the pitch, and he hits one in the gap for a double. So Groh doubles to start off the 10th. So Groh will go to second, and the Reds have a game winner at second base right now. So the Reds trying to get the winning one across here. Runner on second and 2 outs with nobody out. We'll see if the Reds maybe bunt here. Veda Pinson. He was up against 4 times against Koufax, went 1 for 4 with a double. He singled against Howell in the 8th. Campanella puts down the sign. Jansen from the stretch. Groh leading off second. Oh, what are they going to do? They're going to go their closer. So Eric Gagne will come in. So Gagne comes in coming off his utter inhuman year. 137 strikeouts, 82 innings. 37 hits. He's going to have to be absolutely brilliant here in this 10th inning. Campanella puts down the sign. Gagne looks in. Here's the pitch to Pinson. And they will go to Eddie Roush. He'll come in and run for Groh at second. So they go to the speedier runner. Campanella puts down the sign. Corners are in case they try to bunt. Campanella the pitch to Pinson. This will be a 6-9 ground ball to short. Let's see if good play by Reese. He gets one and makes a nice play. Good play by Pee Wee Reese. Holds Roush at second. And there's one out here in the 10th. So now here is Rose. Rose was up officially. He was 2 for 3 against Koufax. And he had a big single against Saito in the 8th. Rose now batting lefty against Gagne. Campanella puts down the sign. Gagne, runner at third. Oh, my goodness. They actually ground ball to short. He actually set the runner to third. So the winning runner is at third. Infield and outfield in. Gagne looks in. You probably will look fastball here. Or you're going to get the world-class changeup. Here's the pitch to Rose. And that is going to be, he went to suicide squeeze. The throw, got him. He got him. Unbelievable. A dead duck. Rose swung around, missed the pitch, and here comes Gagne. The throw to Campanella puts the side down. So Gagne went with the changeup and Rose missed it. The runner from third came in on a suicide squeeze and could not score. So Pinson is out, 2 outs in the 10th, and now Rose will bat. Oh, Rose is not happy about that call. So Campanella puts the sign down again. Gagne now can get out of this. Here's the pitch to Rose. 2-3 ground ball to second. Changeup is hit. Robinson picks it up, throws a strike, and we go to the 11th. We clear the scoreboard. It is the Dodgers 6 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error, while the Reds 6 runs, 12 hits, and error. Say, Hodges, and Robinson the batter in the 11th. Bench puts down the target for him. Nuxall still in for the Reds. Pitch to Say. 2-8 struck him out. Big strikeout for Nuxall. So now here's Hodges. This is where you don't want to pitch Hodges with all this power on him. We'll see if they make a change on him. Bench puts down the target. Nuxall looks in. Nope, they'll pitch to him. Here it is. 5-10. Nope, fly ball left field. They are really staying with Nuxall here. The Reds have a fresh bullpen. Foster comes in and makes the play, and there's 2 outs. So now the Dodgers will now send up Jackie Robinson. He had a big hit. He had tripled in the 9th and scored the tying run. So Bench puts down the sign. Nuxall the find up. Here's the pitch to Robinson. And that's a base hit for Robinson. He has his 3rd hit of the ball game. He's 3 for 6. We'll see if they run him here. Will they run on Bench? Runner on first, 2 outs. Reese the batter. Bench puts the sign down. Nuxall wants to work from the stretch. Runner on first in. There's 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Reese. 2-6. Base hit. Pee-wee Reese. Robinson going on the pitch. Robinson will take second. He'll go for third. Rose the throw, not in time. It's cut off. And the Reds have first and third with 2 outs. The Dodgers have first and third with 2 outs. And here is Roy Campanella. 0 for 4. Has 2 RBIs in the ball game. A ground out in the first on RBI walk in the 5th. Bench puts down the sign. Nuxall working for the stretch. First and third, 2 out. Pitch to Campy. 2-2. Oh, it hit Campy, and he looks like he could be hurt. Hopefully he's not in there, and he'll have to come out. So the Dodgers will have a pinch runner. I think they'll have to give him some. They might have to go and get some X-rays on Campy. So we'll see if how long he's hurt for. So they'll bring in Steve Yeager so they don't waste a batter. So Yeager will run at first. Bases loaded. 2 outs in the 11th for Duke Snider. Left on left. Snider so far has flied out, strung out, knocked into the single. Then he struck out twice against Nuxall already. This is where the Dodgers need a pinch hitter here. Bench puts down the target. Nuxall from the stretch. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Pitch to Snider. 4-4. Catcher acts. Let's see what happens here on Bench. It's a G1. Makes the play. He nubbed it in front of the plate. Bench picks it up, throws to first, and gets him. Oh, and he gets out of it. We go to the bottom of the 11th inning. The game stays tied at 6. So now Morgan, Bench, and Davis left, right against Gagne. Yeager, now the new catcher, comes in, puts down the sign for him. Gagne looks in. Here's the windup to Rose. That's a 6-4 fly ball center field. That is Snider, and he'll make the catch, and there's 1 away. So a big catch for the Duke in center. 1 out here in the 11th. Game still tied at 6, and Johnny Bench the batter. So Bench comes in. What a terrific game we have. Hopefully we'll have people stay here and watch this one. An extra inning thriller to be sure on opening day. Bench the batter, 2 for 3 with the home run. Yeager puts down the sign. Gagne from the windup. Here's the pitch to bench. 3-7. Ground ball to second in between the walks. That's Robinson. Picks it up and throws a strike to Hodges for 2 outs. So now here is Eric Davis. He has so far hit the solo home run off Koufax in the 7th, and he struck out against Saito in the 8th. Yeager puts down the sign. Gagne looks in. Here's the pitch to Eric the Red, and that's a strikeout for Gagne. He went 101 fastball. Outside corner, we go to the 12th. And Joe Nuxall stays in this game. So far, Nuxall looking like a team MVP right now. Nuxall has gone 5 1/3, 5 hits, 1 run. It was earned, 1 walk-in, 3 strikeouts. He'll pitch to Guerrero, Garvey, and Ferrillo. So Guerrero steps up, 1 for 4, the walk. So Bench puts down the sign. Nuxall the windup and the pitch. 5-12, ground ball to first. That is Votto. He comes up with it. Oh, it's off Votto's arm. Holy smokes on an E4. Guerrero takes first. We'll see if they run for Pedro here. So the Dodgers get a break early. So an error, that's the second error for the Reds. So Guerrero takes first, and now Garvey gets a shot. We'll see if Nuxall stays in here. Bench sets the target here. Nuxall working from the stretch. Let's see if any shenanigans happens with the managers here. And they will go hit and run, I believe. And that's a base hit. How about that for Garvey? His second straight hit and run. Guerrero will head to third. Rose the throw not in time. And the Dodgers make it work again. First and third, nobody out. And the Reds will be forced to bring the infield in. The pitch to the Redding rifle, Carl Ferrillo. So now we'll see if Nuxall maybe comes out here. Both teams now with 12 hits. Bench puts down the sign. Nuxall from the stretch. First and third, nobody out. Pitch to Ferrillo. 2-4, shallow fly, left field. This will be a +1 on Foster, so Guerrero can go on a 15. We'll see if Foster gets a good jump, and does Guerrero try to tag. Foster comes in. He has the momentum. 1-15, Guerrero. Fly. Got him at the plate. 7-2. Bench applies the tag, and the runner on third is dead. So Guerrero is done. 2 outs in the 12th. Another runner thrown out at the plate. So now say the batter, 1 for 4, the walk. Holy cow, folks. Bench puts down the sign. Nuxall looks in. Runner on first and 2 outs. And they'll bring in, they'll bring in the speedster, Maury Wills. They'll see if he can steal a run right now. So Bench goes out and talks to Nuxall. Say the batter. Bench puts down the sign for him. Nuxall from the stretch. Here's the pitch. He doesn't run. 6-3, fly ball left field. Foster's a 3-3. Does he get him? No, it drops in front of Foster. It was off the end of the bat for Say. Will's speed will get him to third base without a problem. He was running on the pitch. He stops at third. First and third for the Dodgers. So the Dodgers again trying to make this late rally work. And again, looks like we saw when they took out Groh as a pinch hitter or pinch runner. Dave Concepcion had to come in and play a position he never was carded. So he comes in at a 5E65. That could be something to think about. Anything hit at him could be an automatic hit or error. First and third, 2 outs. Hodges the batter against the left-hand side of Nuxall. We'll see if they change Nuxall now. First and third, 2 outs. The Dodgers trying to sneak in a run. Bench puts down the sign. Nuxall working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Hodges. 2-6 base hit for Hodges. He is a 2L. Hodges a much better hitter against lefties. Will scores, and the Dodgers take that 7-6 lead as Say goes to third. So now here's Jackie Robinson. He's been up 6 times with 3 hits. Single in the first, triple in the 9th, single in the 11th. Bench puts down the sign. Nuxall from the stretch, staying out there right now. First and third, 2 outs. Pitch to him, and it's a ground ball to third. Concepcion, this could be tough. He comes up, he sets, he throws, got him. Good throw by Concepcion. He threw like a shortstop. Votto made the play, and we go to the bottom of the 12th, and the Dodgers are going to throw a starter out there, and it's going to be Clayton Kershaw. He's automatically tired because he doesn't. Shoot. Hold on 1 second, folks. And we are back, and we are in the bottom half of the 12th inning here at Crosley Field. We had a little bit of a delay, so we're back here for more action. The Dodger franchise lead the Reds by the score of 7-6. The Dodgers 7 runs, 14 hits, and 1 error, while the Reds 6 runs, 12 hits, and 2 errors. The Dodgers have ran out of relief pitchers, and they decided to go with Clayton Kershaw to come in and get the save. Kershaw does not have a save rating, so a hit will tire him immediately. He'll pitch to Votto, Larkin, and Foster here in the bottom of the 12th inning. So Votto leads off, lefty to lefty. Kershaw looks in, and here's the pitch. A 6-5 struck Joey Votto out, 1 away. Big strikeout for Clayton Kershaw. And now here's Barry Larkin. He's 2 for 5 singles in the 6th and 7th inning against Koufax. He comes up against the left-hander Kershaw. Yeager puts down the sign. Kershaw looks in, gets the sign from Yeager, and here's the pitch to Larkin. 4-6 is a line drive and caught by Pee Wee Reese. 2 outs. And the Dodgers are 1 out away from getting this opening day win here at Crosley Field. And now bring in George Foster. Man, what a year he had. So far in today's game, though, he's 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts and a walk. Kershaw 1 out away from finishing this up and giving the Dodger franchise a win. Yeager puts down the sign. Kershaw looks in his wobbly windup of his. Watch that slow curveball. Here's the pitch to Foster. And that's going to be a 5-6 and struck him out. And the Dodger franchise have won it. They win the opener by the score of 7-6. Let's go ahead and give you the final results, and we'll finally call this a game. This has been the Franchise Eternal Baseball League. And as you see our stats, we may actually have to show that as part of a screen. So let's see if we can show that a little closer here. Give me 1 second. We'll see if we can get that in for you. I'm going to just take a quick time out here. We'll be right back right after this, and we'll get the box score for you. So hang on. Right back with more action. Okay, folks, we are back. We welcome you. As you see, we now have the stats in front of us. So as you see in the box score, the Dodgers outlast the Reds by the score of 7-6. Our starters, Sandy Koufax, went 6 2/3, 9 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 6 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Joe West had a really tight strike zone. Dolphe went 5 2/3, 6 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned. While Joe Nuxall went 6 1/3 innings. Wow, did he pitch a dandy of a game. 8 hits. He gave up 2 runs and 2 were earned. Finally ran out of gas. 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. The winning pitcher was Eric Gagne, and the save goes to Kershaw. Nuxall gets the loss. The Dodgers win in 1-0. It looks like Roy Campanella will miss the next game against the Reds. He'll be out 1 additional game. As you look at the box score, Jackie Robinson 3 for 7 and 2 runs scored, while Steve Garvey went 3 for 6 and 1 run scored. RBIs in the ball game for the Dodgers, Pee Wee Reese had 2. Duke Snider had 2. For the Reds today, it was Pete Rose 3 for 5, 3 runs scored and an RBI. Johnny Bench 2 for 4 runs scored, 2 RBIs and a home run. Eric Davis 1 for 5 had a home run. Barry Larkin was 2 for 6. It was the Reds with 12 hits, the Dodgers with 14. The Dodgers win the game 7-6 in front of 23,591 here at the ballpark. Well, folks, we want to thank you so much for being a part of this ball game. It went about a day and a half as I had to finish it another day, but hopefully everyone enjoys this. This was a pretty long one. We'll see you again for more of the Franchise All-Star League, as this has been brought to you by Stratomatic and the Sports Time Machine. So please like, subscribe, and hit the notifications if you want to come back and see more of Stratomatic here on the channel. See you guys, and see you again.